their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Auburn Tigers, Jordan-Hare Stadium. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Missouri Tigers. Auburn will kick off to get us underway. Returner's going to try to see what he can get. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Looking for a crease. It's Finley. That keeps the running game churning. Pick up a 5 to the 23.
And after having a nice game like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on second down, on third, you won't have that long to go.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting him know it's going to be a long day. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. So first down didn't exactly go according to plan. Let's see what they can dial up on second down.
Reese, I got him right where I want. Okay, I'm going to throw the football now, get back in shotgun. Let's forget the running game stuff. We're going to play a little pitch and catch and see how good that secondary is.
Wants to go up top. Release to the back. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. To throw, and he needs a chunk play. Finds his big tight end. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
Fires to the big fella. On the move at the 30. We've seen this from this sophomore. So dangerous after he makes the grab.
We knew this offense wanted to come out here and let it rip through the air. This QB is in a beautiful rhythm early. Nice job with his footwork and his eyes, and he completes a big one there. Get this offense humming.
After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. Looking to throw again. Using his legs to buy some time. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about. That is a costly mistake as the penalty wipes the touchdown off the board. The Tigers have it with a first and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. Into the end zone, and he's got it! Touchdown, Tigers! You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game and get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
And he's coming out of the end zone. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. So Auburn's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, and these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names, you know, brand versus brand, big-time baller versus big-time baller, trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them today. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
Turns on the Jets. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
Well, the offense is finding success throwing this guy's way. He just had a massive, massive play, his longest catch of the game. And I think if you're on offense, you got to keep looking this guy's way. He's now starting to prove that he's eating his guy alive in coverage, and he needs more touches.
Looking to throw, it's Pena. Swings it out to the flat. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll move the tight end. Now the play fake. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting the sack early in this football game.
And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the... Oh, it's blocked! Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Wants to throw on 1st down. Flushed out of the pocket. Finds his man. It's Rousseau. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
It's complete on the right side. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
I love early in a game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
Quick release on the RPO. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down. The Tigers come to the line in the hurry-up.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the 1st down, and they like to do this. When they make a 1st down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Leaves it with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Tigers have their offense in high gear. To the air, it's Pena. Unloads to the wideout. Got it. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
A first down run in the red zone. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers. Some much-needed life for this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. If you're down, you got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start. Keep chipping away.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers.
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped offside.
Offside.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
Finds his tight end. Makes the tackle at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
Well, he's been Mr. Dependable early in this game. The first 5 attempts, all complete. Finally, the defense able to force an incompletion when they throw his way. This guy's route running his hands. It's a matchup problem, but the defense finally has something good happen.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Picked off again. He's now thrown 20 interceptions.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him pay.
And this defense has seen it time and time. They've been throwing the football, having success. Nice job adjusting, breaking on the football, making a play. They needed to break serve. They needed something to happen to go their way to kind of mess this guy's rhythm up. That might be the start of it.
Back to pass, it's Pena. Firing to the right, complete. Touchdown, Auburn! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. The extra point here would tie the game. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Shoots it to the left. Just missed his man. Gave him just a little too much.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Caught behind the line. It's Finley.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Grab near the marker. It's Rousseau. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Tigers are on the move. Send the tight end in motion. That one came in hot, and it's incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They just keep firing. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
What a great play on defense there. It was virtually unblockable. He reminds me of Nick Fairley. Probably the most dominant Auburn Tiger defender that I can remember. He was simply unblockable. You could single team him, double team him up front. He was playing D-tackle, and offenses just didn't have an answer for him. This guy right here, there's times where he flashes a little bit of that Nick Fairley ability.
So 4th and a mile from here, but the offense will go for it. Quarterback making checks. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Dumps it to the back. Working that left side now. Touchdown, Missouri! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing, for this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to play big difference.
That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. The give from the gun. Works his way ahead for 3 out to the 14.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Trying play action. Looking to the big tight end. Already find a hole in that secondary. He's loose. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in a first half.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to pass. It's Pena. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Finally, a defense. Looks like they're able to break serve here. These offenses have been up and down the field now, these last 2 drives apiece, scoring points. But the sack right there finally puts an end to that, we think. It's setting up 4th down.
Throw toward the end zone. Picked off right at the goal line.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
He'll let one fly from deep in his own territory. Fires to the big fella.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field, the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
And the Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll try the left side. Stormed into the backfield to make the play, and they just took back what the offense had gained on first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. They've got them penned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Makes the catch. Out of bounds at the 18, and that is just what they needed to get it away from their own end zone. From their own 18-yard line, it's first down. Looking downfield on first down. It's complete to the left. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Unleashes one. Finds a man on the right. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
Wants to throw again. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. So now it's second and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Looking down the left side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left to make third down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball.
Turning it on! Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's second and 4. Back to pass. Pulls it in. It's Finley. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
How many first downs is that alone, just on this drive? The defense, they keep this up, they're going to get worn out and continue to have to play more and more guys. They got to do something to change this.
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast, he's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting this out.
The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Makes the grab. Snowed under by the defense. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
And that's a situation right there where the quarterback is just taking what the defense gives him. The defense is taking everything away down the field. Just take the easy throw underneath.
Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on third down. Steps away. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead's extended a little further. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work in Auburn, Alabama so far, and welcome into the halftime report.
Missouri will put a foot to it to start us in the second half. And he's going to bring it out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Dropping back, it's Pena. They'll run the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
On those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
Got a man. It's Parker. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Quarterback keeps it. There he goes. The 40. He's at the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Auburn. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
If I'm a DC, I'm throwing my phone. Throwing my hands up in the air. What do you want me to do? I mean, this is unbelievable. Having a guy this dynamic at the quarterback spot that can take it 50-plus and make it look that easy. You stop.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Man, it just means more in the SEC, and take a look at how things are playing out here. Oklahoma has the lead right now, but even though we've heard rumors sooner a bunch, this has been a nip and tuck affair inside Memorial Stadium. They're up by a field goal over Ole Miss. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition, and if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Tigers can really attack on this second and short. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though.
Lost one deep down the right side. Pulls it in down the sideline. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Pass interference.
There are penalties you sort of forget about and others that sort of stick with you for a while. You get a play like that wiped out, that one's going to linger. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep him. And down he goes back at the 3. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Back to pass, it's Pena. Takes the easy one to the back. And that play just looked to be a mess from the snap, and he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. And the Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the tight end. It's caught. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
On third and short, they'll ride the running back here. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down. They'll play it safe and try for 3. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. And it's no good. He missed it. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink. When you knock it off the crossbar, those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a miss and a missed opportunity.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on third down. Quarterback making adjustments. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. He's got the tight end. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. So in their own territory, on 4th and inches, the offense will stay on the field. Tries to get it on the ground. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
What a big stop for this defense in the second half. Around midfield, you can set your offense up for success right here on this drive by getting that big 4th down stop.
To the air, it's Pena. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Fires to the tight end. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch. Make the run. Get the first down.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
And giving up 3 sacks a week ago. Now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. And he's got it counted all the way to 55. Never in doubt. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
The Tigers racing to the line in the hurry-up.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Toss sweep right. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 6 yards right after they just gained 6. Boy, it was like the defender heard the play call. He was ready for that one.
One of the things is diagnose and go get it. They saw it and they went and got it. They were not letting that ball go to the wide side of the field.
Makes the grab. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
And this QB has been on top of it. He's made good reads, you could tell, taking care of the football, put up a lot of yards. He's over 350 on the day now.
Got him downfield. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
How about the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch?
Missouri comes to the line with another first down. The sure hands, it's Finley. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. And now on second down for this offense. On the move, it's Finley. Breaks into the open. They make the stop, but barely, and they might need to regroup as we have come to the end of the third quarter. They fought tooth and nail through three, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with a first down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. The give to the back. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Gets it out quickly. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. Look at it this way. The field position is awful, but opportunity to pile up a lot of stats because there are a lot of yards in front of them. Got room to work. Got the first down. Looking for more. Right down the gut of the field. The 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Tigers. They've got the lead here in the fourth.
I mean, let's go. That's a day's worth of yards right there on one carry. The home run hitter takes the snap, gets the football. He does the rest, shows off the speed, taking it 90-plus yards to the house.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. Now let's see if they can pull this one out. Pressure coming. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect it.
Oh, he's got some space. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
And now he's in the 400 club, 400. That's a pretty good day at the office when you're putting up over 400 yards. This defense hadn't had a lot of answers.
Bringing the heat. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm's way. And that's why you're still seeing them throw it vertically downfield.
So So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on third and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away and forced the incompletion.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. Converts on fourth down. Still going. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. Gonna look downfield again. Grabbed over the middle. It's Rousseau.
My old coach said to never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, never complain.
The Tigers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Rousseau. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
When you got a QB with this kind of arm talent, receivers with this kind of speed, they are going to be difficult to stop. They have been up and down the field. They've almost got 450 passing yards now.
In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. On the ground, it's Tyree. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. They didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. He's got it and still on his feet. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Extra point here will tie the game.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
Well, the defense has the opponent backed up in their own end, and they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback. You see the athleticism and the speed they have up front as they're able to notch that sack.
Soft spot in the middle. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Running wide open down the gut of the field. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Looking downfield, it's Pena. That's reeled in. It's Parker. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. And the Tigers have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Wants to go up top. Throws for the tight end. And they can't make the connection.
And how about this young fella? He's slinging the pill, man. His completion percentage is through the roof. Dude, he's over 80% right now. Everything he's throwing is working. Using the whole field, using multiple receivers. He looks like a different cat from what we've seen all throughout the season.
The clock stopped. 2 minutes left to play in this one. The Tigers back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got his man quickly. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. While will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. Back to pass. Fakes the This offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
Well, when you're running the drag route against man coverage like that, as a quarterback, you got to put the ball out in front of your target. When you do that, you give the guy a chance to then advance the football up the field, pick up a first down like they did right there.
He's looking to throw. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Didn't make him sweat it off. It's good. They're celebrating on the sideline after taking the lead, but still time on the clock. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to go up top on first down. Quarterback strolling away from heat.
Man, that is a big negative play for this defense, putting them in reverse, getting the quarterback on the ground, and they better get ready again. Look at this offense. They're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. Looks like the offense will just take a knee. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of